guys, how's it going? Laura with Garden Answer. Today I'm putting together another fall container, and I've been really looking forward to this one because I'm going to try to utilize a couple of plants that I don't think of as your typical fall plants. So I'm really hoping that it makes the whole arrangement look just a little bit different than usual. So the first thing I have here is my container. This is kind of like a wicker basket look-alike container that I used last year. And I did want to mention that since I used it all year last year and then I stored it out here in the cold frame, it did have a little bit of hard water damage because we do have hard water here, which means I had like white. It was kind of white toward the bottom where some of the water had kind of seeped through and splattered up on it. So I just wanted to tell you a little tip that I have learned through the years. You can use wood stain or Danish oil, especially on these darker colored containers, to kind of spruce them up a little bit. So the first plant I'm going to use is this Graceful Grasses Vertigo Pennisetum. This is going to act as my thriller plant. So something with a really strong vertical kind of accent. Perfect color for fall. And I'm going to be placing this right toward the back of the container because I'm going to be backing this up kind of up against a beam. If you were going to be seeing this arrangement from all the way around, you'd probably want to put your thriller, your centerpiece plant right in the center. The next plant, which is kind of a thriller and a spiller technically, it's such a beautiful striking plant, is called a Croton. So this is one that you actually find in the houseplant section. So one that you probably wouldn't typically think of to put in a fall container arrangement, but I thought with the colors that this one provides, it would look really pretty. And this one can actually withstand quite a bit of cold, like it can go down to freezing and even experience a light frost before you have to worry about taking it inside. So the next group of plants are going to be my true filler plants because these kind of both act as a thriller. They're both taller, they're both really striking. So now I need plants that are kind of a step down. So the first one I'm going to use is this Autumn Glow Bronze Mum. This is my favorite color of mum in the fall, and I thought it would look so pretty kind of opposite this Croton. Look at the colors there, how gorgeous that is together. So I'm going to tuck this one in right in front of the grass. The next plant is a classic fall ornamental cabbage. This is called Songbird Red. I love the weighty kind of bold texture of this one and the color. So I'm going to tuck this one in right in the middle, right here. The last filler plant I'm going to use is called a Sangria Ornamental Pepper. I think this is perfect for a fall container arrangement. They produce these peppers all throughout the season, and once they get them, they hang on to them for a really, really long time and just provide that huge pop of color. So this one's going in right in front of the Croton. Gorgeous. So now for my last couple of plants, these are called spiller plants or plants that will kind of trail over the edge and look really pretty and soft. And this is a really fun one. This is called an Icy Blue Juniper. I was actually trying to think of what I could put in this container that would make it a little bit different. And I was walking through the garden center and I thought, oh, these would be so perfect because it would add that little soft texture coming down the front of the pot, but it's something different that you don't always see incorporated into a container arrangement. So I'm gonna pop this one out of the can and I'm gonna tuck it in right up front. I love it already and I'm seeing it from behind here. And the last plant I'm going to tuck in the front is another spiller called Supertunia Black Cherry. Perfect fall color, and Supertunias are really tough. They can actually go through quite a few light frosts before they start to be affected, so they're great to use in containers like this. Tuck it in right here. Want to make sure that there's soil around every single root ball in here, and then I'm going to water it in really, really well. So the thing about fall containers, you probably noticed that I used a ton of plants in this container, but for both fall and spring containers, you can get away with using more because the temperatures are starting to cool down and the plants aren't going to be putting on quite as much growth. We're not expecting to get quite as long of a season out of them as we would for summer plants. Maybe a couple of months, 2.5, 3 months we expect to get out of these. So they really will live in harmony. They will be really happy and healthy together. Now, as far as the couple of plants in here that are perennial, like the Icy Blue Juniper, you could pop that out late fall and pop it in your garden, or you can winter it over in the container. Just make sure to keep it watered every couple of weeks. And then the Croton can't take really cold temperatures. You don't want to let it stay below freezing very long before you pop this one out and pot it inside and bring it in as a house plant. Or you can treat it as an annual like the rest of these things, but they do make an excellent house plant. So this container is actually one of two. I have enough plants and one more pot to create one just like this. So I'm going to plant that one up quick, and then I'm going to go place them where I want them displayed for the fall. So I'll make sure to show you guys some pictures. I think it's going to be really pretty where I'm going to put them. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you, maybe got your fall creative juices flowing, maybe think outside the box in terms of plants, using some different things that maybe we don't think of normally as fall plants. So anyway, that's it, you guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.